Hey YouTube fans, it's me, the Storyman, and welcome back to my latest video. This video is going to be special today. I got a request from a YouTuber, one of my YouTubers named Tetra Archives, and he wants me to make a special video make a special story, which I made from ChatGPT. I did. Don't worry, I look at the comment that you made on one of my videos and what kind of story you wanted to make, and I did. And this story, on your request, which I call Matthew Gian, Master Chi. I hope you like it. I'll do the best I can. Since it's made from ChatGPT, I'll do the best I can with my voice acting and give as much life as I can. So thank you for making this request. Don't worry, this will be my first request video since my rebranding. So thank you for that. Don't worry, I'm sure I'll make it as special as I can. And remember, this story is made by ChatGPT, but the voice acting, dramatic flair. What else? Storytelling, narration, and ad-libbing were done by a real human being, which I call myself the Storyman. Oh, and remember, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and please leave a comment down the comment section below. Let's read the story which I made for the special YouTuber Tetra Archives. Let's read. It's our first request. Matthew Gian had always been told he was ordinary. He wasn't the strongest student in his class, he wasn't the fastest runner, and when it came to martial arts, he had a habit of falling over his own feet. Okay. But Matthew had one unusual gift. He could feel things other people couldn't. Like this. When he stood beneath the old mango tree behind his grandfather's house, he could feel the wind moving through the branches before the leaves began to shake. When he held a stone in his palm, he could somehow sense the warmth it had gathered from the sun. I can imagine martial arts can do that. Imagine how impressive it is. His grandfather noticed. One evening, he called Matthew into the backyard. And he said this, "Do you know what chi is?" he asked. Matthew shook his head no. Of course, he didn't know what it was. He has no idea what it is. But luckily, his father can teach him. Let's see. Chi is the energy that flows through all living things. Most people spend their entire lives without even noticing it. Chi is literally the life force everywhere. It's all around us. We just can't see it due to, well, being ordinary people. His grandfather placed 2 fingers gently across Matthew's chest, like this. Close your eyes. Matthew did. Don't try to make anything happen. Just listen. Like he did it like this. At first, Matthew heard nothing except crickets and the distant sound of traffic. Then he noticed in his breathing. In. Out. Slowly he became aware of his heartbeat. Then something else. A faint warmth seemed to move from his chest, down to his arms, into his fingertips, like this. Matthew opened his eyes, like this. His grandfather smiled. You felt it. That night, he began Matthew's training. For years, his grandfather taught him that chi wasn't about having magical powers. It was about discipline, balance, and understanding the connection between the body and the mind. Fair point though, if those things work as one, you can do anything. Matthew learned to stand perfectly still for hours. He learned to breathe without letting his emotions control him. He learned that the powerful strike didn't begin with the fist. It began with the feet, your legs. Then the wrist, then the waist, then the shoulders. Finally, the energy traveled through the arms, like that. Strength without control is destruction, his grandfather reminded him. But control without courage is useless. Our control without courage means it's pretty pointless if you don't have the will to do it. What's the point? Matthew practiced every day. Still, he struggled. It's hard though, it's painful to the body at first. He became impatient. He watched spectacular techniques. He wanted spectacular techniques. He wanted to punch through walls, move faster than the eye could see. Instead, his grandfather made him carry buckets of water without spilling a drop. Matthew hated it. Fair point though, that's pretty hard though. One drop? Oh Lord, how hard can that be? One afternoon, frustrated, he slammed the buckets down. I'll never become a master like you, doing all that? So plain. His grandfather calmly picked up one of the buckets. Then stop trying to become me. Fair point. You're not trying to become me. Don't try to become your master. Become something more than your master. I think that's what his grandfather was trying to teach him. Matthew stared at him. Become yourself. That's what he said. Those words changed everything. Matthew stopped chasing power. He began listening. He began listening to his breathing, to the wind, to his opponent's footsteps. More importantly, he learned to listen to his own instincts. He started listening from within, learning from what he was supposed to. Not trying to do what his grandfather does, trying to do what he can do, what he's capable of. Not what his grandfather is capable of. Let's see how this plays out. Years passed. Then one night, a group of martial artists arrived in the village searching for Matthew's grandfather. They belonged to a secret organization called the Crimson Fang, whose leader believed chi should be used to dominate others. Of course, there's a villain. There always is. Matthew's grandfather refused to reveal the location of an ancient scroll, the Scroll of the Empty Heart. The Crimson Fang attacked. Matthew stepped between them. The leader laughed. You? Matthew said nothing. The first fighter charged. Matthew moved. Not quickly, not violently. Perfectly. He just moved at the right moment. He shifted his weight, redirected the attack, and sent the fighter stumbling harmlessly into the grass. The second attack from behind, right here, like this, from over his shoulder. Matthew sensed the movement before hearing it. He turned, blocked, redirected, the fighter fell. Boom! The Crimson Fang leader narrowed his eyes like this. You've learned the first level of chi. Matthew took a breath. No. The warmth in his chest began to spread throughout his body. I've learned that chi isn't about defeating people. The leader attacked with incredible force. Matthew closed his eyes like this. For one moment, everything became silent. He felt the ground beneath his feet, the wind against his skin, his heartbeat, his opponent's movements, and the energy flowing through everything around him. Matthew stepped forward. His palm met the attack. Instead of resisting the enormous force, he guided it. The leader's own momentum carried him backward. He crashed into the dirt. Silence filled the yard. Matthew opened his eyes. His grandfather stood behind him, smiling. You finally understand it. Matthew looked at his hands. The faint, golden glow surrounding them disappeared. But he said, what happened? You stopped fighting the world, his grandfather said. You moved with it. From that night onward, Matthew became known as the Master of Chi. But he never called himself a master. Whenever someone asked how powerful he had become, he simply smiled. I still have much to learn. Fair point, though. If you learned everything, you can't learn anything new. That's why you cannot say you learned everything. You still have to learn. You're still growing after all. And whenever a student came to him hoping to learn incredible powers, Matthew gave them the same lesson his grandfather had given him. He took them beneath the old mango tree, he told them to close their eyes, and said, don't try to control the energy. First, learn to feel it. Because Matthew Gian had discovered the greatest secret of chi, true power wasn't about becoming stronger than everyone else. It was about becoming strong enough to control yourself. Indeed, if you learn to master yourself, then you can master anything. I guess that's the lesson right here. And that's the video. I hope that tetra archives. I hope you liked my video. This is the request video I made just for you. I hope you liked it. So thank you for watching my video. This is the Story Man signing out. So remember, folks, like my video, subscribe to my channel, and please leave a comment down in the comment section below. And that was the story of Matthew Gian, Master of Chi. I hope you liked it. Oh, and remember, hit the like button down there to like the video. Click that thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel by clicking the bell down there for notifications and updates from me. Comment down the comment section below of what kind of story you want me to make, and I will make it with a ChatGPT. And I'll give it as much life I can. Any request, I will do it. You Tell me any genre and I'll give it as much life I can. If you do all that, this thumb will reach the end with a thumbs up. Remember, like, comment, subscribe equals a thumbs up for me to you. So thank you again. And Tetra Archives, I hope you liked it. And remember, the story is made by ChatGPT, but the voice acting. Dramatic flair! What else? Storytelling, narration, and ad-libbing were all done by a real human being, which I call myself the Storyman. Thank you, and goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, bye-bye. Bye.